Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Kaylee and today's class is one of your favorites, a Sculpt plus Flow. In this class, we will do a strong vinyasa flow with lots of body weight movements to strengthen our entire body and get that good burn that we all know and love. We don't need any equipment for class today, but if you like a block or a strap, always feel free to grab it. And there's a Spotify playlist that goes with this class, so if you like music, go ahead and cue that up. We are going to get started right away today in a child's pose. Taking the knees wide, big toes to touch, stretching the fingers out in front of you. Close the eyes as you let the forehead rest and start to arrive. Taking deep, expansive breaths, feeling that expand the torso. And maybe sighing through the mouth to let something go. 2 more breaths in stillness. And then start to walk your hands over to the left. Right hand comes on top. Big side body stretch for the right side. Can you press your right hip back towards your right heel? And then walk back through center and switch. Hands over to the right. Lower the head. Drop your left hip towards your left heel. Reach the fingers back forward. Bend at the elbows. Take the palms to touch. Finding a tricep stretch. Maybe you inch the elbows forward a bit, letting the belly and the head relax towards the ground. Reach the fingers forward, gaze follows the fingertips, and then start to slither forward to a wide knee puppy pose. So knees are wider than hips width, fingers reach forward, and then can you focus on dropping the chest towards the mat. Hips stay high over the knees, and either the chin or the forehead meets the ground. Continue to slither forward all the way down onto the belly for Sphinx pose. Legs come in line with hips now, pressing the tops of the feet, elbows underneath shoulders, and then isometrically draw them back towards the ribs. Feeling that start to open up through the heart. Can you squeeze your shoulder blades here together? Breathing in and breathing out. One more full cycle of breath in. And release all the way back down on the breath out. Tuck the toes under, press up. High plank. Exhale downward facing dog, hips to the sky. Let's bend into one knee at a time. You could nod the head yes and no. Focus on taking deep, full body breaths. On your next inhale, gaze forward, lift the heels. Exhale to take as many steps as you need to come to the top of the mat. Feet land at least hips width, maybe wider. Take a bend into the knees, ragdoll, fold over the legs. You can hold opposite elbows. Sway the torso and the head. If another arm variation feels good for you today, feel free to take that as well. Gently release the hands to the mat. Heel, toe, feet together, big toes touch. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up to stand. Ground into the feet as you lift the arms to the sky. Gaze follows the fingertips. Exhale, hands travel to the heart as you hinge at the hips and fold Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway, Ardha. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank, and hold. Send the heels towards the back of the mat. Charge up through the legs. Pull your ribs towards your hips and then press into your hands, protract the shoulders. Gaze slightly forward for a long neck. Next, inhale, shift forward onto the toes. On your exhale, lower it all the way down onto the belly. Untuck the toes. Fingers go wide. Inhale, press up. High cobra. Exhale, dip your right shoulder, gaze to the left. Inhale, move through center. Exhale, dip your left shoulder, gaze to the right. Inhale to move through center. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out, let it go. Next, inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, travel, top of the mat. Halfway lift, forward fold. Inhale, ground into the feet, stand all the way up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. High plank to chaturanga, shift forward and halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog, option for cobra. Exhale, hips go back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, let it go. Inhale to lift the heels, gaze forward. Exhale, travel, top of the mat. Halfway, fold. Inhale, sweep up to stand, last sun A. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step, maybe float, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, lift the heels, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top. Halfway. Forward fold. Inhale, chair. Bend the knees, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale to sink low. Can you put the weight into your heels so that the toes are really light on the mat? Reach the fingers up. Pinky fingers turn in ever so slightly. Crown of the head lifts to the sky as you descend the hips. Breathe in. Breathe out, fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step or float. Move through your vinyasa at your pace. We meet back downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, right leg to sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, hold. Cross it over to the left elbow. Draw it down to the left wrist, back to the right elbow, and then up or back to the right wrist, and then back to the right elbow again, making a box between your elbows and your wrists. Last one, inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step. Warrior one, roll the back heel down. Inhale, sweep up. Hips square to the top of the mat. Deep bend in the right knee. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hands travel to the mat. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Left leg to sky. Left knee, left elbow, hold. Take it down to the left wrist. Over to the right wrist. Up to the right elbow. Over to the left again. Use your core. Last one. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, step. Warrior one, roll the back heel down. Inhale to sweep. Exhale to stay. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let it go. 2 more cycles of breath here. Maybe sighing out of the mouth. Maybe dropping to the knees for a moment. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Beautiful. Next, inhale, shift forward to a high plank. On your exhale, shift the hips back to a down dog as you tap left hand to right shin. Inhale, shift back forward, plank. Exhale, tap right hand, left shin. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, tap. Inhale, shift. Exhale, tap. Keep moving. Keep breathing. Option to drop down to the knees if this is too much. And tap the thigh. Core engaged. Feel your shoulders working. Controlled movements. Beautiful. Couple more. And then this time, hold your left hand at your right shin, ankle or heel, find a twist. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Beautiful. From here, we're opening up to a side plank. So spin onto the edges of the feet. Reach the left arm to the sky. Inhale to extend the left arm by the ear. On your exhale, can you crunch your right knee to it underneath you? Inhale to extend. Exhale, crunch, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Couple more. Press into the left foot. Last one, hold it in and then drop the right knee to the mat. Inhale to windmill up and around, gate pose. This should feel really good. Reach the right fingers. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Windmill back down. We meet back downward facing dog. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Inhale to shift forward. Exhale, tap. Right hand, left shin. And switch. Couple more. Little bit of a shorter set for the second round. Continuing to work on upper body and core strength. Next time, right hand is that left shin. Keep it there. Take hold of the heel, the ankle, wherever you can grab, and then twist. Gaze underneath your left shoulder. Breathe in and breathe out. On your inhale, open up side plank. Right arm to the sky. Stagger the legs. Breathe in. Reach the right arm by the ear. Breathe out, crunch. Left knee, right elbow. Inhale to extend. Exhale to crunch. Couple more. Feeling that action happening in the left side obliques. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Hold it in and then drop the left knee. Open up, gate pose. Should feel so good. Big stretch for the left side. Breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful. Windmill the hands. Step back. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Two more here. Option to come to the knees. Find a child's pose before we move on. Next, inhale, lift the heels, gaze forward. Exhale, travel, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Bend the knees. Sweep the arms up to the sky. And then take the hands behind the back of the head. We'll twist one knee into the chest at a time. So find a low chair. Breathe in. Breathe out. Crunch right elbow in towards, or right knee in towards left elbow as you stand up. Inhale to sit low. And then exhale, come up and twist other side. So lots of oblique work today. Our obliques help us twist side to side. And can you do this motion from your shoulders? So you're rotating your shoulders to face the sides of the mat. The knee pulling into the chest is added core work. If it's too much for you, you could go with just the chest. It could look like this. Stand and twist. Stand and twist. You'll still feel it in your core. Wherever you are, deep breaths. Good. Twist. Twist. Legs are also working. All right, next time the left knee is in, hold it there, little pulse. Twist, twist, twist. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Open twisted crescent. Sweep the arms wide as you step the left foot back. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale, reverse. Right hand, left thigh, left arm by the ear. On your exhale, tap the left hand to the mat. Reach your right arm up. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, tap. Still using obliques. Legs are working. Great work. Deep breaths. Can you stay low in the legs the whole time here? Awesome work. All right, cartwheel both hands down this time. Drop to the left knee, untuck the toes. Inhale here. Exhale, push the hips back, straighten through the right leg, flex the toes, half splits. Really press into the hands. Blocks could be helpful here if you need. Flex the foot, lift the foot off the mat, and then lower it back down. Lift the right foot, and then lower back down. Couple more working. Protraction in the spine. These are super helpful if it's tough for you to step through from a down dog. Hip flexors, core. Beautiful. One more, you got it. And then bend into the right knee. Take the hands to the hips. Keep the toes untucked to ground into the right foot, and then start to press into the top of the left foot. Lift up the knee. Lower it back down again. Press into the top of the foot, lift. If this is too challenging, you can always tuck the toes and lift from there. Press up and lower. Awesome job. Press up and lower. Press up and lower. Couple more. Press, lower, press, lower. Last one. Lift and lower. Hands come to frame the right foot. Take a deep breath in. On the breath out, kick your right leg back into a one-legged table. On your exhale, bend your knee. Reach back, tiger pose. Kick the foot into the hand. This should feel pretty good in the quad. Breathe in. Breathe out. Gently release. Tuck the left toes. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg high, kick the leg. Exhale, shift forward, one-legged chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 cycles of breath. In through the nose, out through the nose. If you're feeling really hot, like you need to clear some heat, exhale through the mouth. Beautiful. Next inhale, lift the heels, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Bend the knees, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale to sit low. Take the hands behind the back of the head. Same thing. Sit low in the legs, and then as you stand, twist elbow to knee. Sit low, chair. Twist elbow to knee. Sit low and twist. Awesome job. Again, rotating from your shoulders. Can you engage your core? Grounding into the standing leg. You got it. Twist. Twist. Couple more. Twist. Last one. Hold it to the right, little pulse. Twist, twist. So it's a knee pull and an extra twist. Twist, twist. 4, 3, 2, 1. Open the arms as you rotate. Open, twisted crescent. Deep bend in the left knee. Breathe and reverse. Reach back. On your breath out, lower the right hand to tap. Inhale to lift. Use your obliques. Exhale, lower down, tap. Inhale to lift. And lower. Keep going. I'm right there with you. Beautiful this time. Cartwheel down. Drop the knee Untuck the toes, press the hips back, straighten through the left leg, push into the fingers, protract through the spine, lift the leg, up, down, lift, lower, up, down, push into the hands. It helps to lift the leg. It can be barely off the mat. Lift, lower, you got it, up, down, lift, lower, couple more, up, down, lift, lower, last one, beautiful, and then drop down, left foot. Press into the top of the right foot as you take the torso up, hands travel to the hips. Same thing, if you need to tuck the toes, you tuck the toes, lift the right knee, up, down. So with the toes untucked, we're working a different type of ankle strength and mobility. It can feel really challenging if you've never done this before. Make sure if you look back, your foot is in line with your ankle so that we're not twisting the ankle in any weird way. Awesome job. Deep breaths into the legs. I feel the fire for sure. Down, up. Couple more. Down, up. Last one. Drop the hands, palms flat, kick. Left leg back, bend the knee. Reach for your tiger pose. Kick, foot into hand, hand into foot. Breathe in, breathe out. Release. Right toes tuck. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, one-legged chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let it go. On your next inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, hop to Malasana. Heels in, toes out, hands to heart. Take a deep breath in, lengthen the spine. And a deep breath out. One more inhale. On your exhale, lower down to a seat. Step the feet down. Come all the way down onto your back. Hands behind the back of the head, elbows wide. Take a deep breath in. Breath out, crunch up. Inhale to lower. Exhale to crunch. Option to stay right here or lift the legs as you crunch. Knees to a tabletop and then toes tap the mat. Lift up and lower. Try to maintain a neutral spine here. Head heavy in the hands. Toes barely tap the mat on the way down. Yes, couple more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Little pulses. Maybe reach the fingers forward for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw the knees to the chest. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let it go. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Hands come behind the thighs. Rock and roll up to a seat to transition back to your downward facing dog. Optional vinyasa if you would like it. Take a moment here, traction the spine. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, right leg lifts to the sky. Exhale, right foot steps outside of right hand. Drop down onto the left knee. Untuck the toes and find a twist. Right hand to right thigh. Breathe in, lengthen the spine. Breathe out and twist to look over your right shoulder. Option to stay right here or hug the left heel in. Reach back for it. Find a quad stretch. And then gently release the right hand. Heel toe the right foot to the left side of the mat for pigeon. Come down onto the right hip. Inhale to lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold over the right leg. You can make a pillow with the hands or grab a block. Find your breath. On your inhale, start to press yourself back up. Tuck the toes, sweep right leg high, three-legged. Bend the knees, stack the hip, and flip dog. Parallel the feet. Find a back bend. Push the hips up to the sky as you reach the right fingers forward. And then gently release. Find your downward facing dog. Switching sides, left leg lifts. Left foot steps outside of left hand. Right knee down, untuck the toes. Find your twist. Push into the right hand. Start to rotate as you take the left hand to the thigh. Option to stay right here or bend into the right knee. Take hold. Curl the heel in towards the glute as you let the hips descend towards the mat. Gently release. Heel toe left foot over to the right. Drop down onto the hips. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold over your left leg pigeon. Keep the hips square to the top of the mat. Left foot active. And find that balance between effort and ease. And then start to press yourself back up. Tuck the right toes. Three-legged dog. Bend the knees, stack the hip. Flip dog. Parallel the feet. Reach left fingers. Push the hips to the sky. And gently transition all the way back to down dog. Gaze forward and step through to a seat. Let's sweep the legs forward and then take them wide today for a wide-legged forward fold. Flex the toes. You can remove any extra flesh from your seat. Inhale to lengthen, reaching the arms up. On your exhale, fold in between the legs. Reach the crown of the head forward. We'll take a little side bend flow here. Walk the hands over to the right. Sweep your left arm up. Maybe catch the toes. And then walk back through center and switch. Couple times. Making it a big sweeping motion. Feels good after all of that oblique work that we did today. And then we'll come back through center, press yourself up. You can use the hands to help pull the knees in and lower yourself down onto your back. One final stretch. Knees pull into the chest. Drop them over to the left, gaze to the right. Option to cross the legs for a deeper stretch. Move back through center and switch. Knees to the right. Maybe you cross the legs to get deeper in this twist. Move back through center, pull the knees in, and then release. Shavasana. Close the eyes down, let the breath flow in its natural rhythm as you give yourself a moment of stillness. So well deserved today and every day. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. You can wiggle fingers and toes, reaching the arms overhead. And then draw the knees into the chest. Roll over to one side when you're ready. Press yourself up into a comfortable seat. Sit up tall. Collect the hands at the heart center. Final moment of stillness, of presence before you leave your mat today. And as always, can you find a feeling of gratitude, even if it's just for showing up today? Let's take a final breath in together. Fill all the way up. And exhale, sigh through the mouth, let it go. Blink the eyes open. Great work. I hope you enjoyed this class. Please let me know down below if you did. If you ever have any class suggestions, consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps to support me. And I have an app. You probably know about it. It's called the Glow Method. If you want more classes with me, there's over 350 classes there, which is crazy. Lots of different varieties and styles, and I post 2 times a week. We are starting our 9th challenge next week there, so if you want to join that, I would love to have you join, and you can also just pay for the challenge itself and not commit to being a member if that's what you would like to do. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.